Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Marvel Legends action figure review, and today we are looking at Brother Voodoo from the Strange Tales wave. Here is a look at the side art and the back of the box with a bio. Jericho Drum carries on his family legacy when he embraces his destiny to become a master of mystical powers, Brother Voodoo. Oh man, I can't wait to open this, so without further ado, let's get into the review. Created by writers Stan Lee and Len Wein and artist John Romita Sr., Jericho Drum, aka Brother Voodoo, would make his very first comic book appearance in Strange Tales issue number 169, which released in September of 1973. This isn't the first time Brother Voodoo has been in the Marvel Legends line, previously appearing in the 2016 Dormammu Build-A-Figure wave. I'm sure I'm not alone when I say that figure was in desperate need of an update, as it was on the Bucky Cap body mold. Nothing really of note happening down south here. It's not until you move further up the legs where you get some paint apps. Not sure if it's supposed to like match up with these, because like you can see like it just ends right there and then goes down to like this narrow white paint. This belt piece, which at first I thought was reused from the Bucky Cap mold. However, upon further inspection, these pieces are new. These are unique to this figure. So that's really cool that they decided to sculpt a brand new belt piece. And you have some beads going up to this sash up here, and that wraps around the entire waist. You can see on the back there's like some tattered bits of it, and I kind of wish that was on the front part of the sash as well. You can see it's tied up right here, and then you have these pieces going down, and these pieces have the tattered bits on it, and you can see that especially at the very end of it. They are together. Yeah, they're sculpted together. I guess you could get like an X-Acto knife and just cut it open just to free them. I might just do that. You move up to the torso, and yeah, more paintwork going all throughout. Very crisp. One concern of mine was that the black plastic would be bleeding through, but aside from like this one spot, which you could barely see on camera, like the rest of it is pretty clear to see, and none of the black really pokes through all too much. You go down the arms, pretty sure this is the Black Panther, or sorry, the Vulcan body mold arms. You could tell because of this random cut in the wrist that doesn't serve any purpose. So yeah, that's cool. He has these cuffs for his wrists. They are molded in a much more subdued gold. It isn't as reflective or shiny as the gold used like on the Moon Knight figure, but it is reflective nonetheless, just not as much. Up here too, yeah, the gold matches this little clasp connecting the two pieces of the cape together. And the cape itself, just wow, I really like how it droops over this shoulder, covering up a lot of his arm. It does mess with articulation, but I'll get to that later. The sculpt work here is just insane. Ooh, you could just see all over the back. Texturing that pattern going all the way down to the very bottom. And I kind of wish the end was just a little tiny bit tattered, just like the sash, just for consistency. My goodness, it looks great, and it feels great too. And then we get up to the head sculpt, and Marvel Legends, you guys have been killing it this year. And this is no different. I think the face paint looks so much better now. You can see how it just fades off the further it gets away from the center of it, and just like the lines for the skull here. And it's really hard to see with my lighting. There you go. You can see the eyes are two different colors, and the V on the forehead too. The white going down the center right here. It's such an eye-catching figure. You have to appreciate it. Now taking a look at the accessories. First up, Brother Voodoo comes with an open hand and a fisted hand. He also comes with two trigger gripping hands, which were made to hold, yeah, you guessed it, his guns. I'm kidding, of course. They're made to hold his staff, and I love the translucent purple. It's a effect that never gets old. I always love getting translucent purple effects. They always look so cool and eye-catching on the display. Same piece that we got back in 2016, but I mean, again, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he also comes with two standard magic effects, this time casted in a purple translucent plastic. They both look great. Again, I love translucent purple pieces. They always look great. Now going over the articulation, the head is able to move up this much, look down that much. He has a little bit of pivot and some side to side movement. His cloak kind of inhibits the arm articulation a little. Yeah, you can see it's just really hard to get that out of the way because it droops over the arm so much. His arm is able to move this far up, and it does rotate at the shoulder, upper bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow that's able to bend in this much, and your standard wrist hinge allowing his hand to move up, down, all the way around. With his ab crunch, he's able to bend this far back and this far forward, a really good amount. He has a waist swivel, and his leg is able to kick up this much, go out to the side a tiny bit, and go back, not really at all. Upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee that's able to bend back, not so much. Upper calf rotation, and his foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and he has a kopakapakapakapa. Now moving on to the size comparisons, here is Brother Voodoo next to Doctor Strange and Wong, Clea and Magic, Moon Knight and Lilith, Helverine and Damian Hellstrom, Dracula and Bloodstorm, and finally, Blackheart, Deadpool and Hydra Bob, Deadpool and Hydra Bob, Darwin and Morbius, Gary and CT4279, Grogu and Sad Freakin' Rollins, and finally, Jeff the Landshark and Spider Ham. Alright, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give Brother Voodoo here a final rating of 7.5 out of 10. I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. I think it is a lot better than the Bucky Cap mold that was used all those years ago. However, it is on one of my lesser favorite molds. I want to say it was like the Prowler figure was used on first. Whichever one it was, like it's just one that I'm not too particularly excited about. Don't get me wrong, I think the proportions are great. I just wish the articulation for the figure overall was just a little bit better. I wish he had like butterfly shoulder joints, and I wish that cape didn't really get in the way of arm movement so much. It really limits what this guy can do. That aside, the paint apps are great, and the accessories are fine as well. Again, love the translucent purple. I think it looks phenomenal. And yeah, that new belt piece, the cape, even though it inhibits articulation, they both look great. This figure isn't winning like any Figure of the Year awards, but it also isn't terrible. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10. But yeah, that'll do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment down below what you thought about the figure. I would love to see your guys' opinions. And while you're at it, please like and subscribe and share with a friend. Anything you can do to support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye. I think I'm going to give Brother Voodoo here a final rating of 7. But upon further this isn't the first time Brother Voodoo has, oh geez, you can tell because of this little random like piece slice go out to the side. Oh my god, excuse me. It smells like meatloaf.